It's going to combine two of the trellis grids now. So we're going to do the square one, and then over the top I'm going to add the diagonal one, which we've got in another video, and I'm going to lay them on top of each other and make a bit more complex grid, if you like. So I've put my pink square one down first, and I'm going to do the diamond one over the top, and I've got a slightly different colour. I've got a nice variegated orange and pink thread here, so you can see the two separate grids. So this is just now building up on these trellis patterns. I'm just showing you how you can put different aspects together to make a completely different pattern. So start my thread off, and what I'm going to do is the thread is going to cross across the joins where these stitches cross each other on the lower grid. So it's going to go across that point there and across that point there. So you need to just adjust with your needle where you come out. That happens to be about the right place. That's just practice. But you can see how I'm lying my needle down first just to see where it's going to lie. Don't bring it all the way through, just partially through, lie it down. That's where my thread's going to be. I'm happy with that. And then you can pull your needle through. So it's going to go across that intersection there and across that intersection there, right to the other side. Notice if I put my needle actually through the middle of the thread, that ensures that it doesn't move and stays in position. Now I'm going to miss one out. That would be the next one. I'm going to miss that out and come along to this one, which I think is going to be about there. You'll see why that is shortly. So needle 3/4 of the way through, just lie it down, happy that's the right place. Needle comes up, across those intersections, straight down the other side. So I'm going to miss that one out, and this is my next one, like so. And then I'm missing the final one out, which is that one there. And there's another very small one there. I should just put the needle in to see if we can get that one in. So just keep that pattern going all the way to the top of the shape. Even if it's not much showing, if you don't put it in, it will be obvious. So just keep putting the pattern in. Okay, so I've got my one direction that way. I'm going to go the other way now. Let's start here. So I've got a nice easy place to start. So now we're crossing the grid underneath and the previous layer I've just put down. So cross that intersection, cross that one, down on the line. I'm going to miss that one out, and I'm going to put this one in. To adjust that needle slightly so it's in the right position. Take time to get this starting point right, because it will make a difference to the accuracy of your trellis pattern. You can see that effect that's having already just with those two stitches in. So miss that one out, this is the next one. There, that's the place I want to go. This stitch should be parallel with this one here. Get a bit cross-eyed looking at all these grids. So that intersection, like so. And then that's the one that we're going to miss out, so there isn't another one. The next one will be there, but that's right on the edge. Just make a judgment about whether to put that one in or not. I think I will. Better be safe than sorry. Just a tiny bit of it showing there. If in doubt, put it in. Okay, so those are my two grids. I've got my square one, my diamond one on top. Just going to finish that thread off. Now we still need to catch that grid down, as it still moves quite a bit. The top grid is now holding the bottom grid in place. So we only really need to catch the top one down, but you can put as many stitches in as you like. So I'm going to start a different colour so you can see what I'm doing. You can use the same colour if you want to, or a different one depending on what effect you want to use. Use it for. Right, so now I'm going to hold down these cross sections. Now there's more stitches to go down now, so what I'm going to do is come across this diagonally. I want to hold this in place, so I don't want it to move. So I'm not going to go across vertically, I'm just going to come at an angle. So just to the right of this stitch and just to the left of that one. Got kind of an elongated cross in there, and then one the other way. So just to the right of the thread here and just to the left up there, and that gives me a cross section, and that will hold that top grid in place. Now if you want to, you can put another one in the other way. I'll do that to show you. So just below, just above, just below to just above, and you'll notice that my needle is coming vertically in and out so that I don't move any of these grids. I've got two grids very carefully lined up on top of each other now, I don't want to move them. So I've got a little kind of star stitch on top holding that in place, and that doesn't move now. So you can do that with all these points where the top grid crosses the bottom grid. And I'm going to go the same way each time so that my star stitches look the same. That way. If you want more of a contrast, you can use different colours for your grid, so you could do quite a change in colour. I've gone from pink to orange, which are quite subtle, but if you wanted a more pronounced effect, then you could, I don't know, have a red one on the bottom and a blue one on the top. And then just make sure that your top grid is held down where it crosses the bottom grid. There's no need to put anything on the bottom one because the top one's holding it in place. So I'm just going across every other section. Okay, it's just on the last few now. Now these ones are quite close to the edge, so you just need to make a decision about how many stitches you can get in there. Now this is right on the edge, but I'm going to carry on as if it was in the middle. That would actually be that side. You may not see the cross as prominently as you can on the others, but you keep the pattern going. Like so, and then just one more in here, kind of got a half one here, so I'm just going to slide the needle underneath that centre stitch there. As long as you keep the pattern going, it won't matter too much if it's not the same as the others. There we go. I think that's all of them. It's kind of a little half one here actually, so maybe we'll come in and do half a one there. So I'm just going to go that way and that way. That's it, so it looks finished off. Okay, I'm happy with that, so I can finish my thread off. So I've got two grids on top of each other, square underneath, square or diamond turned at an angle on top, held down with star stitches. So you can see how you can start to build these patterns up now with the different stitches that we've learnt so far.